time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt yourself,
And this is how it looked 90 days back. So let's see how I've been transformed. जैसे हर स्टोरी के एक स्टार्ट और एंड होती है, तो पहले हम स्टार्ट देख लेते हैं, बाद में एंड देखेंगे। स्टार्टिंग तब हुआ जब लॉकडाउन हुआ, एंड ऑल्सो आई हैव टू वर्क फ्रॉम होम। तो लॉकडाउन was somewhere in March, right? So it was okay for 1 month. But by the time it was April, May, that is when I started to realize that, I was losing my shape. Because before lockdown, I had kind of okay shape, I can share some pictures. I was like, kind of like this, like, ठीक-ठाक था, मतलब. But by the time it was June, so you see this, right? I put it on the screen. So it's there. So by the time it was June, I was totally out of shape and I didn't really like it. When I used to look at myself in the mirror, and I really hated the way I looked. And also, I was not really feeling fit or healthy. My mobility was also restricted. So that's when I decided I have to do something over there, and I have to get that picture. It was like 8th of June. That's the first picture I took, and from there on, my complete transformation journey started for 90 days. 90 days Q, I just picked a random number because I saw a lot of videos which said 90 days of transformation. But luckily, it matched up to my fat percentage level that I was. So when I began, I was around 16.8% at 65 kg. So I had to bring it down to somewhere 10% because I always had this aim of looking very lean. So this time I said, इस बार करेंगे. So I had to bring down to 10, that was around 6.8%. And luckily, with a 0.5% of fat reduction every week, it counted up to 12 weeks. So it matched with whatever fat percentage I was at. So what did I do first? Let's see. It will come up on your screen in some time. Just wait. Yeah. I'll show you what I exactly did. Now it's there. So just BMR calculator, right? So the first site that you get is calculator.net. So go into that site, okay? So you will see these parameters that you need to enter. The first thing what you do is you go to the tab called body fat calculator, right? Select that, enter your details over here. So I'm 40, yeah, I'm 40. I can do anything about it. My weight was around 65 at that time, and my height is around 179. My neck, I do not remember the exact dimensions, so I'm going to go with what I mentioned. It's just for you guys to know how to do it. Okay, let's calculate. So now you see the body fat percentage. If I had put the dimensions right, it would be showing 16.2. There are 3 ways you can do it. Either use this calculator, or there is something called a caliper. Just hold on, I'll show you. You see this? There are certain markings on it, right? And you can use this to measure fat percentage. You take measurements at 3 places. One is here at the chest, right? Take a reading. The second one is at your belly. And the third is over here. Okay? So you take these readings, average it, and then against the chart, you can check what is your body fat percentage. So now let me just show you. Okay, I think we can just Google it, and you just have to Google fat percentage chart, you will get it. Okay, against that, so now I calculated what is my fat percentage and what is the fat percentage I have to do. So I played very safe. So my target was losing 0.5% of fat of kg, not more than that. Because for me, I always wanted to have a sustainable kind of body. I don't want to lose it very fast, and then it becomes difficult for me, to maintain it. 0.5%. The next, what we do is we calculate our BMR. Okay, so we go into the calorie calculator tab, right? Then again enter your age, then enter your height, and what is the weight you want. So first, I calculate what is my BMR. Right? So my BMR for that particular weight, 65 kgs के लिए, it is coming around 1574. Okay, so I note it down, and then I was working on 4 to 5 times a week. So based on that, I calculate what is the calorie intake. So for maintenance weight, that if I have to maintain at 65 kg, I need to eat around 2306. Considering I'm working on for 4 to 5 days. So I have to lose weight, then I have to have a calorie intake of 2056. And if I have to lose weight at 0.5 kg a week, then I have to eat a calorie of 1806. So I went with 1806 calories a week for all obvious reasons. Okay, so now once I did this, see, basically to lose fat is you have to be in a caloric deficit. Matlab, amount of food that you consume should be less than the amount of calories you burn. As simple as that. If you are going to be in a caloric deficit, then you are going to start burning fat. If you are going to be in a calorie surplus, then you are going to gain fat. It's as simple as that. So using this calculator, first know what is your fat percentage or 2, what is your BMR, and what is the calorie intake that you need to reduce fat. Okay, so once you know these 3 things, then the next thing I did was I used this app called MyFitnessPal, right? This is an app that I use for logging all my food. So if you see now on the screen, this is a daily log that I do. Right, so let me take a date, 8th of June, right? Okay, let's see, 8th of, what did I eat in 8th of June? Okay, see, I had consumed, my goal was 1960, okay, but I had a food, I was enthusiastic, so I just had 1585 calories of food per day, right? So 9th of June, okay, 9th of June, you see. Now, my goal was to go with a low carb diet. So what I did was the amount of calories that I calculated, 25% was in carbs, 30% was in fat, and 45% as protein, right? But I suggest people who are going only for fat loss, you can do it 40, 80. That is 40% carbohydrates, 40% protein, and 20% of fat, right? When you're going for a shred, it's good to have a low carb. But high carb, low fat, less fat, high protein doesn't make a difference if you're not in a caloric deficit, right? Now, protein is equally important because I was working out also hard, so I had to sustain the muscles that I had gained prior to lockdown. So I had around 2.2 times the body weight of protein in the arms. Okay, that is for me to sustain my muscle mass. So losing fat is very simple. Okay, if you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose it. But gaining muscle is not as easy as losing fat. If I've lost fat of around 5 to 6 kgs in 3 months, if I have to gain that 5 to 6 kg in muscle mass, it would take me at least 3 to 4 days. Yes, because muscle does not gain at the same rate of weight in which you lose fat, right? So I regularly track my food intake to ensure that I am in a calorie deficit. Right? At the same time, I also monitor my workout. So I had a target of doing 500 to 600 calories of burning in a workout every day. So now what you do is the first week you are at your calorie, whatever your calculated, right? Now what happens if you're losing around 3500 calories a week, that amounts to around half a kg of, you can say, weight loss. So now next week when you reduce you've gone down your weight, so does your calorie intake has to go down. Otherwise you're going to maintain at the same weight load. So you reduce your calories by maybe 50 or 100 based on how fast or how slow you want to go. Reduce this 50 or 100 calories in the carbohydrates. Keep your protein and fat at the same level. Do not reduce that. Okay. So maintain fats and protein but reduce the carbohydrates by 100 calories. So that is 25 grams of carbohydrates amounts to 100 calories. It's a simple calculation. 1 calorie of fat has got 1 gram of fat has got 9 calories, 1 gram of protein has got 4, 1 gram of carbohydrate has got 4 calories. So based on this you can calculate it. I always tell people there's a lot of information available on the internet. You just have to invest a little bit of your time to go through those information and plan your nutrition accordingly yourself. You have to spend time. If you do not have time, of course, you will have to find someone who can do it for you. But it can be done. Workouts, okay. You need a coach for a workout because if you do something wrong in a workout, you might end up injuring yourself. So you have to take some good advice from good coaches when it comes to workout. But for nutrition, only fat loss, I think you spend some time, you can get good information on internet. So now every week you should start reducing 150 to 100 calories from your food intake. Now when your total intake calorie reaches close to your BMR, you do not reduce your calorie intake further. Very important, because if you are going to go below BMR, your body is not going to get enough food that it requires to function. Then you're going to feel weak and then you will not have strength to do anything. So you stop. I would suggest to stop 100 calories before you hit your BMR. So what do you do now? For the rest of your cycle, your targeted cycle, you start to increase your workout by 100 calories or 50 calories. Right? Stop at your BMR or 100 calories above BMR and you have increased your workout. So what is happening? You're still maintaining at a caloric deficit state. So you're slowly losing fat. Now one of the most important things is I'll tell you, I didn't know whether this will work out when I started initially. I didn't like the way I looked. I wanted to do something about it. I have done fat loss earlier, but I have never reached this stage, right? What I am at present. So I didn't know if it really work, but I said, why not I give it a go. To frankly tell you, 40 days into the workout, I didn't see any visible change. I was totally frustrated. I said, all the videos that are there on the net, are they fake? That's what I was thinking. I'll just share you my progress till 40 days. You'll be amazed. Just see, it's coming up on the screen. Now 6, 7. Now this. See, I was there on. Okay, 8. 90 days is a long time. A lot of pictures. Okay. So that's 8th of June. That's how I look, right? Now I'll quickly jump into July. Now I reached 8th of July. You see that? That's almost 20 days. Not a great difference. Okay, I'll just split the screen so it will be easier for you to. Yeah, see? Now this is on the right is 8th of June when I started, is 0. And I left it 8th of July, that we could call it as day 30. Do you see any visible difference? I don't see. Then I said, okay, let's just 4 weeks. So my target was 12 weeks. So I said, let's see. That's 30. Now, you see, 31st of July. That is like around 6 weeks, right? 6 to 7 weeks. So almost 40-45 days, after starting training program. That's when I saw some visible difference in the body. And that's when I thought, okay, something will do. That was after 45 days. Now, then you see the changes happening after the 45th day. So by the time it was 8th of August, so let's think I was like 8 weeks into the program, then you could see the visible change. You can see the difference, you can see the abs, you can see your shoulders or slightly getting deeper. Now from there on, if I go on to 22nd of August, now you can see the actual change. By the time it was like 8 to 12 weeks, you see that's 1st of September. Look at that. You see? So the first 40 days, I was at 16.8, and for the first 40 days, 42 days, I couldn't see any difference in terms of body weight. I was losing them. I used to weigh myself every day in the morning, almost at the same time, and I could see the weight going on, but I couldn't see a visible change in the body until after the 45th day. That would be around 8 weeks into the program. And after 8, 10, 11, 12, that was when the actual magic happened and I started losing sweat. Most important thing here is if you're looking to sweat, if you're only looking to lose fat, it's fine. You don't have to do any heavy workouts. But if you are trying to sweat, maintain the muscle mass, you have to have some kind of resistance. So all these things that I've shown you, it all happened during lockdown. That means no gym, all home workouts and home food. Supplements, I'll tell you what I took, but mostly I depended on only food for my macros. That's carbohydrates, fats and proteins. I used whey protein as a supplement, just to supplement the additional protein that I was not able to get from food. So I used to take around 30 to 60 grams from whey protein as a supplement. Rest, my 160 to 180 grams of protein I used to get from chicken and other food. Right? So you don't really need a supplement, to lose fat. It can happen without taking any supplements. If you just follow your good, clean food and you stay in a caloric deficit state. Right? There are a few things I need to tell you what happens when you're going through a change. So somewhere near week maybe 6, when the transition is happening, I found myself to shed hair also. It may not happen with everyone, but this is one thing I noticed. Then I started getting some acne on my face, on my back, which is on around 40%. So I think it's because of the transition that was happening, where actually I started, losing fat and the body was getting adapted to it. But this was there for a couple of days, or I would say for 3-4 days, and then the hair falling stopped, or shedding, I would say. And then I started, losing all the acne on my face and my back. So I think this is a process the body tends to adapt, right? Now, maybe around week 8, it all depending on what body fat percentage you are. I think around week 8 for me, 8 to 10 is when I started to get kind of ammonia smell in my sweat when I feel about the hair. Then I realized that I read a few articles which said that it happens when you are on a low carb or your body does not have enough glucose while you're doing workout. It tends to break down some proteins from your muscles and convert it into energy. So if you drink good amount of water, that ammonia gets diluted or converted into urea and it's excreted. If it's not, it happens through your sweat. What else I did was, before going into a heavy workout, it says whichever is going to extend for more than an hour and a half, I used to consume some food in terms of carbohydrates. So I used to have oats. I used to have 1/4 cup of oats half a banana before my workout. So that gave me the energy or the required glucose for my workout session. Gets very dry and skin starts to shred. It could be due to the what do you call alcohol that we use for sanitizing. I don't know, but I never use much, but it used to dry out. So I used to apply a little bit of butter on my hands to keep it, moist. That's it. That was one thing that happened. And one major thing that I would like to say is when you're on a low carb diet, if your meals are also slightly delayed, I used to get very cranky. I don't know, it was due to my low blood sugar levels. It happened, I don't know why, but that one thing happens and you need to be really careful how you manage your meals. So ensure you have your meals on time. There will be more than 3 or 4 hours break in between the meals, because more than that you are down, your blood sugars are going to go down, and then you might not feel as energetic or enthusiastic as you. The most important thing is you need 8 hours of sleep. If you're not going to have 8 hours of sleep, your body is not going to react well for your fat loss. And believe in the process. Trust me, I didn't believe it in the 40th day, but the magic happened after 40th day for me. It might happen before, it might happen after that. The one final thing I would like to say before I close off with this video. When you are at the end of your program, when your fat percentage has gone down to 12, 11% or maybe even 10%, that's when there is something called a refeed day, right? Once in a week or twice in a week, it totally depends on how you are feeling. You refeed, that means you take in an additional calories of 400 to 600 calories in terms of carbohydrates. This is to boost your energy, and it really worked for me. I really didn't know this concept, but one day it's just like when I was in my 10th or 11th week, I was like kind of feeling really craving to eat a lot. So I had a lot of food and I was in excess one day. I thought now my entire journey is like screwed up. But it didn't happen that way. The next day I got up, I in fact felt much lighter. I felt more energetic. I go for the morning walks and my timings improved by a second. And not a second, I mean 30 seconds, half a minute. And then I started to search articles, regarding this. That's when I came with something called refeed days. So refeed is nothing but you boost yourself with some 400 to 600 calories in terms of carbs. It's different between refeed and cheat days. Cheat days you don't have a limit. You eat whatever you want, any crap. But in refeed days you don't do that. You cap your calories for 400, 500 calories, but all in carbohydrates, clean carbohydrates, right? So that's the difference between a refeed day and a cheat day. So guys, I am 40 years old, right? It worked for me. So if you're younger, obviously it's going to work. If you're older than me, it will still work. But you need to give yourself the time. Why I'm sharing this video, I'm just a normal guy, 9 to 5 guy. I work 9 to 5, and then from 6 to 9, I do my workouts. So even being a normal guy, you can get the body that you desire. It's not only the celebrities have to have a good looking body. Even you can have kind of okay body, not really great. So if you like or if this video was really informative, please like it and share it with your friends, family, as many as people as possible, so they can also get the physique they dream of. And of course, do subscribe. I'll be uploading few more specific videos on the food that I had and other few more details that I'm not able to share because it will be a very lengthy video. So do subscribe and press the bell icon so you will get notification when I upload the videos. I'm a great fan of Chennai Super Kings, so they're going to win this time. I feel again. Okay. Take care, guys, and hopefully you guys also will transform and help others to transform. So take care and love you guys.
Now is my time to shine. Let's go. time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life. Doubters all the night, and unto them you shine bright. Cause inside your head, on goes the light. Ignite, play the intuition upon the stars in the night that glisten. To you they listen, to be you instead of wishing. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall. Do your own math and learn from the stuff that you are missing. Create your own path with your own vision.